Hello, welcome again to Paul's Racing Channel and to track guide number 3 of our new season. We're in the UK for this next round down there at the historic Brands Hatch circuit in the southeast of England. We're on the Grand Prix circuit or layout for this one, going into just about to start lap 3 and then the 2 flyers like I normally do. So here we go, just about to cross the line, heading up towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. I tend to get the braking marker either about where that white kind of marker box is there, just to start at least braking at this point. Before you get that that little dotted line on the top of the hill there, just ahead of you, is about where you want to start to turn in. So braking about where that white box is, and then just sort of let it, and obviously drop it down a gear or two, and then just let it sort of flow through there. No acceleration, just let it roll all the way down. Try and get as close as you can to this inside curb there. You don't want to take too much of it, and then feed it out. Obviously, it's like falling off a cliff here as you drop down into this dip. Use all this curb on the outside, not onto the gravel, obviously, but you can use all that green if you wish. You won't pick up a penalty there. Up towards Druids now. And again, staying to the left to swing it round to this hairpin corner to the right. So I tend to hug this inside curb. Some people might go out wider. Hug it and then out. Use all this curb again on the left, all that AstroTurf that you can see there. You can use all of that right up to the end where it finishes. Down now towards Graham Hill Bend. Again, swishing across this time to the right for this next left-hand. Quite a tricky little corner this, to be fair. It looks quite simple in its own right. I'll drop it down to about third to this point. And then close again, and you can use all of this up here. Almost the full car on this curbing up on the right-hand side, up on the bank here at Graham Hill Bend. As you approach or come along now the Cooper Straight to about fourth gear, fifth gear, and then dropping it down. It depends. Some people go to third. I sometimes go down to second, depends on the car. And a lot of people will go out wide to the right and then swing it into its apex. I try to get a little bit tighter in here, but I do try to get to the second part of the apex there as tight as I possibly can, because it opens up to quite a wide apex. So it starts quite wide and then it narrows in, or goes quite narrow, and that's where you want to start pointing your nose of your car at this point, about where this line is. It's the timing line, and then up the hill now through Surtees and up towards Pilgrim's Drop now, up the top fast all the way along Pilgrim's Drop now towards Hawthorne Bend. Some people might get to sixth gear, get to about fifth, drop it down to about fourth here, about where this white marker is. I've already started to lift off at this point, breaking down now, changing down now at this white marker on the left-hand side as we come round Hawthorne Bend. Again, just let it flow through here. You can use it a little bit of acceleration. Don't want to be going too wide out there onto the left. That will cost you time and will probably end up spinning if you get onto the grass out there. Now, as we come along Derek Minter Straight towards Westfield Bend, up to about fourth. Now, right at this point, drop it to about third. Now, you can just about see that inside curb. It's got a bit of runoff on the top there. It's got quite a high curb, but you can actually use all of that, cut that corner quite a lot at Westfields. Like I have there, it's at least half a car there onto that curb, running it across the top. And then feed it across. Again, you can use a little bit of that. It's not much of a runoff onto the left-hand side if you come out of Westfield. There's a little bit there that you can use, but again, you can top the car out on there if you're not careful. Now into Dingledale, down into this dip, up to about fifth here. Now I'll drop it a couple of gears down to about third, and again can cut all this corner at Sheen Curve. Pretty much all of the car can go across here, but you've got to be careful of the exit, which is over here, because there's absolutely no curbing, no runoff whatsoever. And if you're not careful, that's why a lot of people tend to cut that Sheen Curve quite a lot. So it sort of gives them a bit of an opportunity to keep away from the grass here on the left-hand side. Otherwise, if you go a little bit too wide at Sheen, you're going to be up on that grass there, and that'll be the end of that. So now towards Sterling's, this next left-hander, and I think I'm about fourth here. Drop it down to about third, and this one's a really good cambered corner. This, you can really give it the full beans through here. Sort of let it flow at first, or just let it roll, but then power down as you hit the curb. Now at this point, just power down. Now it's quite a wide curb. Squiggle at the back end now. If you come now towards Clearways and Clark Curve, marker here, the white box, 50-metre board, and start to change down and aim for that inside curb on the right hand side here at Clark's. Again, either try and keep it quite tight, or let it, as I do, just let it roll out, and use all of this. This is how wide it is there, this right hand final corner here at Clark Curve, and you can use it right out as far as you can, almost onto that dirt and curbing out there on the left. I don't on this occasion, and then through to the Brabham Straight, and that's your lap of Brands Hatch. So it's quite a technical track. A lot of people obviously are familiar with it that are on here to play this game, so you don't really need me to tell you too much about how to do it, but yeah, that's kind of the idea in my head. It's how I do it anyway. So let's watch these two flies. Here we go. There you go, as quick as that. There's a lap of Brands Hatch. Got 3 circuits, so here's the final lap up to Paddock Hill now. Brake down to about third. Power down now. Use all of this curb on the outside. Fourth now, down to second for me. Try and get it tight into the inside as you can. Use all the curb on the outside. Down to second actually at this point, and then curb all this. It's quite narrow there, quite shallow. Fourth, third, second. See how it widens now, second part. Yeah, again, it's quite wide there. Don't know if I improve on the 1:23.8 actually. I think that's probably the quickest I get here on this guide. 5 laps I've done, and down here fifth, down fourth, follow it through. Still down on my time. The third, cut this corner, feed it now, down into Dingledale, up to 5th gear. Down to about third, so drop it down 2 gears, third, bang, lost that curb, see how it widens out for you purposely. And then this one's really good, corner, just powering out, down, up there by a little bit now, 4th, 5th, third again, a 2 gear drop, use all of that as wide as you can, keep it as tight as you can here now, and aim for the wall, and then cross that line there. So I do make it actually a 1:23.4 in the end. So there's your Brands Hatch guide for round 3. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it helps some people out. If not, just a bit of enjoyable, something to watch. But okay, I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.